he moved to get in front of the other tanks. Any place that tank went, he moved and it was captured. And it provided for much of a movement, even though they were stopped there. But people never forgot, even to this day, that was a very famous place. And what I'm saying to us tonight and trying to encourage all of us to do is no matter what we're doing, let's stand and do what we can. Isn't it very often that sometimes we'll look around and say, well, $50 may not help. Or taking time out to mentor a young boy or girl may not help. But I think we need to go back to that school of thought and be reminded of that school of thought that whatever one person does, it is powerful and it makes a difference. Some of us would not even be here tonight if someone did not stand to say, I will have my voice heard. And no matter what anybody else does, I'm going to stand. Do you agree there's power in one? Yes, there's power in one. So tonight, that is my first message, is to say that we need to not only rise, but in keeping with that, we need to stand. And I want to say I appreciate you again for being here and standing for boys and girls that may not even be present tonight, because it will count and it will go a long way. But not only do we need to stand, once we stand, we need to do something. It's not just enough to show up. We have to actually put something in action. One of the things that Alpha is well known for is shining. We are very much reminded throughout our process as we prepare to become Alpha men that we need to let the light shine, so to speak. And I submit to you tonight that all of us have a light within our spirit and within our souls that we need to let shine. One of the things that I was not afraid to do, and I've learned this as I've matriculated and grown, is that I sing many times when I speak, because it's part of what I have. I may not be the best singer in the world, but whatever I have, I'm going to let it shine. And I don't know what you have, but I will submit to you that whatever you have and whatever tools that we have to let it shine. Because there's a school of thought that I want to remind us for again. Whatever we have is not for us. And those of us that have really risen to some of the goals and the visions that we have, I think we all can agree. We have understood that it's really not about us. Look at your neighbor and say, it's not about you. It's not about you. And it's not about me. It's about making a difference in the community. As I prepare to go to my seat, I want to tell you one of the three things that I share that I want to put on your mind with boys and girls as I go all around this country that will make a difference. I believe it's surefire, and that's why I'm standing on it tonight. Boys and girls need to know who they are. We need to help them understand. When I was walking around the school, Bamford used to talk, pull your pants up, boy. Get it together. One of the things is that we have to make sure they don't know. They don't know. They just don't know. And they're counting on us. You know how you get up in the morning and there's no light? You're going to fumble around in the darkness. And the reason why many of our boys and girls are fumbling because they don't have the light. We need to let it shine. They need to know who they are. It took me a long time to be able to stand up straight and smile and feel comfortable with who I am. And I know many of our boys and girls, they need some help. So let us, as we have been blessed, make sure that we push for our boys and girls to put a smile on their face and know that they are special. The second thing is that they need to have some goals. That's another thing that light provides. It provides a path. And I would have never, one of the things that I stand proud on, not for myself, because it has helped a lot of other people, is that I became a superintendent at a young age. But my dad that's on that stage said, son, how many superintendents, how many principals he started out with can retire? And I said, the long and short of it, I said, Daddy, pretty much all of them. And then he said, son, go get your master's. I did it. Got a chance to get on the path. Came back later and said, son, how many superintendents can retire? Same answer, Dad, almost all of them. He said, son, go back and get your doctor. You can do it. That was the light shining. I couldn't see my way. But once he showed me, I took off down the street. He didn't have to push me. I went on because I could see the path. I could see where the goal was. And finally, we need to have some mentors. And that's one of the things that Alpha Phi Alpha is about, and I know that's one of the things that we all are about and we need to do more of. Because it took more than my dad. And he used to always tell me, son, when I used to come back to him for advice, he said, your daddy knows a few things, but your daddy can't take you everywhere you need to go. You need to reach around yourself and find some other folk that can get you exactly where you need to go. So my challenge for us tonight is to make sure we can hook some of these young boys and girls up, even if we can't do it ourselves. Let's find somebody and say, young man and young woman, here's Brother Crawford over here. You want to go into business? You want to have your own business? Here's a man that has done it. And you need to get a chance to know this man. Because many times, y'all know how it is. We're itching to tell somebody young about what we've done. Because we want to bless somebody. So I think, again, the message is clear. That we need to be reminded that we need to rise and
shine.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine. God bless you for listening to me tonight. And if we have the time, I want to close with something else that is near and dear to my heart. And it is the world's greatest. Do you know that our boys and girls, they have it going on? Come on, y'all, loosen up. Do you know that they have it going on?
Yes.
I know my little girl has it going on. My little 3-year-old and my little 7-month-old, they got it going on. They're specialists. And I believe that all of our young boys and girls are special, but they need to know that they are great. Not to say that we're bragging on them, but we are bragging on them. Not to say that they're going to get conceited, but many of them, they suffer for a lack of knowing who they are. Look at your neighbor. And I want you to tell them this last thing. Are you looking at them? Are you making eye contact? And I want you to say it like Mama would say it or Grandma would say it. Say, rise and shine. Yeah, rise and shine. Yeah. You all know this? You can join in with me. Our boys and girls that have it on, but we got to tell them that they're the world's greatest. They're special, but we have to tell them. Listen to this. I am a mountain. I am a tall tree. Oh, I am a swift wind within this country. I am a river down in the valley. Oh, I am a vision. I can see clearly. If anybody asks you who I am, I'll tell you what I'll do. Stand up tall, look them in the face and say, I'm that star up in the sky. I'm that mountain peak on high. Hey, I made it. I made it. Somebody help me. You know the song, sing it with me. I'm that little bit of hope with my back against the wall. I can feel it down the inside. I'm the world's greatest. Put your hands together out there. We have to help our boys and girls see past where they are and where they can be. This is our boys and girls. I am a giant. I am an eagle. Yeah. I am a lion down in the jungle. I am a marching band. I am the people. Oh, I am a helping hand. I am a hero. Anybody ask you who I am? What you gonna do out there? Stand up tall, look them in the face and say, I'm that star up in the sky. I'm that mountain peak on high. Hey, you made it. What about you? Have you made it? World's greatest. I'm that little bit of hope with my back against the wall. I can feel it down the inside. World's greatest.